So, I have something to tell you guys. Some of you are probably going to get a little bit mad at me. Some of you guys are going to think I'm just wild. I have an announcement to make. So, I have something to tell you guys, and some of you are probably going to get a little bit mad at me. Some of you guys are going to think I'm just wild, but I have an announcement to make. I think I discontinued my Gilenya. I say I think because it wasn't on purpose. I didn't mean to. I didn't intend to. It's just given certain circumstances. Let me explain this. Let's go ahead and get into this, okay? So, I haven't had my Gilenya for like probably about like I don't know, a couple months now, about 3 going on 4 in a couple days. It's not funny. It's not. It's nervous laugh. You feel me? Anxiety laugh. That's it. But yeah, no. So I haven't had Gilenya since April. But did I do this on purpose? Did I just wake up one day and be like, I wanted to stop taking this, blah blah blah? No, it did not work out like that. Okay. I honestly, you guys know that I moved from Detroit, to Nashville. With me moving from Detroit to Nashville, I had to leave everything I know and love behind. That included my neurologist and his nice office and all his nice kind nurse and technicians and whatnot, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, no. I haven't had Gilenya since April. I guess my last refill. That's the thing. I didn't realize I was on my last refill. And I'm kind of mad at myself because I kind of wasted a refill. You know? It's like, good grief. But no, point one. How did I waste a refill? So, you know that was, you may or may not know, but CVS and Aetna Health Insurance merged, I want to say 2019 or 2020, one of the two. But yeah, no, they merged. And so now Gilenya, because it's a specialty medication, it comes through CVS specialty pharmacy instead of instead of Aetna specialty pharmacy. And so, with that being said, I have to do all my orders through CVS now. And so, the way that I, wasted my last refill, I guess, or whatever you could say, I had just got a new refill. Well, I didn't even have it wasn't that I just got a new refill. I still had plenty of Gilenya pills left for me to take. But I got a notification from CVS saying that it was time for me to refill my prescription already. And I was like, dang. And I was like, okay, let me go in here and just see what it's talking about, see if it's just tweaking or something. So I log in or whatever, blah, blah, and it's right there, boom. Like Gilenya, 0.5 milligrams, you feel me, 30 pills, blah, blah, whatever information it says. And it said refill. Like, it had the refill button for me to just go ahead, tap, start the refill. So I just started the refill or whatever, and I figured, like, okay, I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to set this, like, in advance. Like, I'm going to set the delivery date in advance because I still had, like, 10 to 20 pills still left, you guys, when I got that notification. So I was like, okay, I still have time and everything. Let me just, just stop. Let me just schedule it ahead of time. That way, by the time I'm done with these pills, it'll get to me, and I'll just start taking those pills, blah, blah, blah. So I did all this in my head and whatnot. Then, a little bit of time goes by, and I get a call from a CVS back home, the CVS that my vitamin D2 medication gets filled at. But no, they called me, and they're calling me about the Gilenya prescription. And I'm confused because I'm like, why are you guys calling me about my Gilenya when it's supposed to be coming down here to Nashville? Come to find out, somehow, some way, whatever, it got my Gilenya prescription when I refilled it. I don't know how or why, but it got sent to that CVS back home that I get a whole different prescription from. So there's that. But I'm on the phone with them, I'm talking to the not the pediatrician, the pharmacist. It starts with a P, but it's pharmacist. I'm sorry, cog fog. But no, I'm talking to the pharmacist, and he's like, yeah, so what do you want me to do with this, blah, blah, do you want to still fill it here, blah, blah. And I'm like, I'm not finna be back home anytime soon. And I asked him about just like transferring the order down here to Nashville and stuff, blah, blah, blah. But he said that he couldn't do that because it's a specialty medication and everything, blah, blah, blah. And so I just had to tell him to go ahead and cancel it. You feel me? Like, just cancel that order. And so, like, that's what happened. That's how Brionn wasted her last Gilenya, like, prescription refill. Goodness gracious. But yeah, no, so that happened, and then I was like, okay, I'll be okay, because I still have all these pills left. By the time they give me another refill or whatever, like, I'll just, I'll be okay. I'll just use these pills until they give me another window opening, or they might reset it. This is all stuff I'm thinking at the time, right? No, I was so wrong, super wrong, okay? But no, so like, yeah, so the button for me to refill and stuff never ever still not there ever still not there ever. Stop waiting at this point on my CVS account anymore. I can't refill my prescription. And so at first I'm just thinking like, okay, maybe that one order messed something up and I just gotta wait for it to reset, or maybe it's too early for me to get a refill, blah blah. So I played the waiting game, and I waited some more until like I was just like, bro, something is not right. I'm out of pills. Cause my pills, once they got down low, I started taking them like every other day, just one every other day to try and elongate it without it being me discontinuing it and whatnot. But it didn't last for long. It didn't. But yeah, no, so that's how I wasted my last refill. Now, Brionn, what are you going to do about this? How are you going to get your Gilenya now? Why didn't you call your neurologist? Because that's the thing. I called CVS after it took too long. I was like, I need to call CVS and see what's going on here. Come to find out, I need a new prescription written out from my neurologist. That's the issue. That's why CVS won't let me just go ahead and refill my Gilenya, even though we all know you're not supposed to stop taking the damn Gilenya. I done already did the what happens if you stop taking Gilenya? Like, I done did the starting Gilenya, I done already did these videos, y'all. I can't keep doing the same video over and over and over again. No, this is getting tiring, okay? But yeah, no, so I need to talk to my neurologist, right? They're like, okay, no, that's CVS. So CVS told me hey, your doctor needs to fill out a new prescription for you, blase, blase. I said, okay, let me just call him. And so I think I tried to call once and I didn't get an answer. Then I was talking to my mom about it. She said that she was going to try and call with her work phone because my mom works for Aetna. You feel me? But, yeah, no. So she said that she was going to call him. She tried calling him. She didn't get an answer. CVS said that they sent some stuff in. That's the thing. CVS told me from the get-go. When I was on the phone with CVS said, oh, yeah, no. So you just need a new prescription from your neurologist or whatever. But it's okay. Let me just go ahead. I'll send him in the forms and whatnot that need to be filled out, so he can just go ahead and send it right back to us, and we can get this prescription out to you. So yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, we see that you moved to Nashville and you've been getting your prescriptions down there, filled down there. So yeah, no, just let me go ahead and send over this stuff to your neurologist's office, and then once he responds, you should be good to go. Okay, cool. So is there anything, should I follow up with him, or is there anything Oh no, there's nothing you need to do. You're good. You're okay. We just need him to fill out this paperwork, but everything is handled now at this point, so you're good. You don't have to do anything. And so I took her word for it. She said I didn't have. She said she was sending in the paperwork. I didn't have to do anything. Don't worry about it. Okay, I didn't. That's the thing though. CVS never got a response from my neurologist, to their paperwork or whatever. And so they kept trying to get in contact with him. Kept trying to get in contact. Kept trying. I had my mom kept calling her or calling Dr. Gilbert and everything too. And yeah, so there was that for like at least a couple days, less than a week. I can say less than a week for sure, but at least a couple days. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm drinking my coffee. You already know I want to be a coffee enthusiast when I retire from whatever. But yeah, no. So that's the thing. I wasn't calling back and forth like CVS and my mom were. I wasn't, because they both told me that they were going to handle it and blah, blah, blah. So I'm just sitting back and playing the waiting game, still being patient, you feel me? But then I was like, bro, let me just go ahead and try and call, because you guys aren't getting any way through and blah, blah, blah. So I called Dr. Gilbert's office. Lord behold, surprise and lead, I got through to one of the nurses, technicians up there. And I told her my situation and everything, and she goes and she checks through their like email, fax, whatever, and she sees the stuff that CVS sent in, and she's like, okay, let me go and try and get a hold of Dr. Gilbert and have him fill this out, and then you'll be good, blah, blah. We can get you back on your Gilenya as soon as possible, blah, blah. So, okay, cool. I hang up. She calls back, like, I'm going to say probably hour and a half later, maybe. I don't know. My memory is really bad. And my measurement of time is really bad, too. But, no. So, she ends up calling me back, and she says, like, hey, so we can't fill this prescription out because you have to be seen first. And I'm like, oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. And then I told her, like, I don't live up there. No, I think she asked me when do I want to set an appointment to come up there and see him. And I told her, like, hey, like, I don't live there anymore. I live in Nashville. And she's like, oh, well, do you have a doctor down there or whatever? Blah, blah. I'm like, no, I don't have a doctor down here. Like, because at first I was going back and forth between here and home, like, to handle business, to, like, go see Dr. Gilbert, stuff like that, blase. Just whatever needed to be done back home was getting done. But because my car's out of commission right now, with me not being able to drive back and forth and me not having the funds to just fly back and forth as frequently like that, or the openings, because I work so much now, I can't. So there's that. So I know you guys are wondering now at this point, like, Brionn, what are you gonna do? Like, are you gonna save up for a plane ticket? Are you gonna get your car fixed? Like, are you gonna get a new neurologist? What are you gonna do, Bree? What are you gonna do? I'll let you know what I'm gonna do, or at least the plan for right now. So I do have an appointment set with a new neurologist down here. I believe it's Dr. Kramer. I don't know. I'm gonna go back and remind myself, look through my notes and see what doctor it is, and probably put the name up here. But I know it's at Ascension St. Thomas Hospital and everything, and yeah. So, but only problem is because Dr. Kramer, or whoever this new neurologist is, because they're a specialty doctor, like, anybody who has, like, a chronic illness or any type of thing, like, or whatever, you know that you were going in to see a specific doctor under a specific field. You make an appointment, you're probably not going to get seen or anything until, like, 2 to 3 months later, which is my situation right now. I made me an appointment. Actually, no, the hospital I went to when I had my pneumonia and everything, they went ahead and they linked me with a neurologist there that they had, and so that's the neurologist I'm getting ready to go see in September. So yeah, that's the problem. I found me a new neurologist. Well, Ascension, like I said, Ascension St. Thomas found me a new neurologist for down here and whatnot. I have all the information. I set an appointment, but the closest opening was not until September 9th. Today, as I'm recording, is July 28th. I think I set this appointment like July 19th. So yeah, just out here living. Just living. Just trying to live. That's what I'm doing. I'm trying to live. But no, this is the hard part. How have I been feeling since I haven't had my Gilenya? Honestly, like, my emotions are getting a little bit better. I think personally, but I know physically, I'm not good. I'm not good. I'm in pain. Like, oh, crap. I'm not at all. Like I'm getting frequent headaches and migraines throughout the day, like every day now. My knees feel like they have no cartilage in them, and my elbows are starting to feel the same way. Cause like at first, I thought it was just cause I was sitting with my legs folded, my knees bent for too long. Cause you guys know, you've seen my theater seats inside my living room or whatever. And it rocks. So I get real comfy. I sit there like crisscross applesauce. You feel me? And I just, sometimes I just rock back and forth and everything. Nice little old lady vibes. But no, I'll sit like crisscross applesauce or just like curled up, knees like bent to the side type thing, blah, blah, blah. And so I thought that was the problem as to why my knees were hurting so much. But now it's at a point where even like I don't have to be sitting with my knees folded for too long, or my knees bent for too long, my legs folded for too long. Just sitting with them folded, period, it hurts. When I go to stand up from sitting with my knees bent, it hurts. Straighten my leg out, oh my God, it's the worst feeling in the world. Because it's like, when I'm laying down, like if I'm laying down, I'm waking up from a nap or whatever, that good, like, that good stretch you do when you first get up and stuff. I gotta do that full body stretch, just from like head to toe. No, I get the worst. It feels like I'm catching a Charlie horse in my calf muscle. It hurts so bad, and it's like once it starts, even if I unbend my leg even if I relax my leg really quick, once it started, it doesn't stop. It just keeps going until it just runs all the way through. And I hate it. I really do. I really, really do. My memory is getting my memory is here and there now. But it was already like kind of trash in the first place. My appetite is gone, for the most part, all day. And like, yeah, yeah. But yeah, no, you guys, that's that's basically how I'm doing so far. I'm taking it day by day. I keep reminding myself, as much as I can, that my appointment is in September, second week in September. I just gotta hold on. Just keep like trying and striving, like. Even though my job has me working 6 nights a week, you feel me, and whatnot, and it does add up. It is starting to take a toll on me, between the like working night shifts, and that's the thing. I was working 2 jobs night shift, but it was different then. And then even then, at that point, I had my medication. I was still taking my medication. So that was good. But no, now at this point, I'm working 6 nights a week. I only get to sleep at home at night on Mondays. My body is in terrible pain all the time. I'm having really bad back problems all the time. My rib cage, like one side, I randomly start hurting. Like somebody just like put their hand up under it and just trying to rip it off of me type thing. Like they just crack type thing. Like, oh, I don't see how I'm holding on this long, you guys. Like, like somebody send in the cavalry, like send in like emergency, like somebody like call MacGyver, somebody call the like No, like, somebody call Scooby-Doo. Somebody, anybody. Like, call whoever. I need help. Period. Like, shoot. But, yeah, no, you guys, like, that's just how I'm living right now. I just have to hold out until I can see my neurologist in September. And, yeah. That's about it. So just, if anything, you guys, please just pray for me, you know, like, drop, like, some inspiration or something down in the comments below for me, because, like, I feel like I'm on my last leg. I'm trying, you guys. I really am. But no, with all that being said, always remember, stay safe, stay clean, and Brionn loves you. Bye. Let's get it. Yeah, they call them big breezes.